Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unscripted. I'm your host, Kalisa, and today we have a guest star with us. We have Rienne.
Hello.
Rienne's my day
OG.
one. You're my own.
I was one of the first.
No, you were the first.
You and I shared brisket. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember convocation very well.
We shared.
We
shared the idea of brisket.
Oh yeah, because I didn't.
Because you did not.
That. I'm a pescatarian. Whoa, that was loud.
We were just, drawn to each other. Like, the universe was like, them.
And
the rest is history.
Yes! Okay, are you ready for the topic of the day? Wait. First, how are you?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Today was, not a bad day. It was just an average wake up, go to work, go to class, and now we're here. This is probably the most exciting part of my day. It probably will be the peak of my day. But yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm running off of a hope and a prayer, actually.
Oh, no!
I went to bed kind of late, and now everything feels like it's happening all at once, and I'm just like...
Do you even feel real?
No.
You're just, like, vibrating?
Yeah. That's a great way to, describe it.
Speaking from a pro...
Vibrator?
Sleep-deprived...
Oh.
No, like, genuine... It is a weekly occurrence that I run on, 2 hours of sleep. It's a vibrate kind of a feeling. Where you're there, but not really.
Yeah.
It's like you're materializing. All of your energy is concentrated on you just existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you have stuff to do on top of it. When I got home this afternoon, I literally just stood in the middle of my living room, and I was like,
where are we?
How did I get here? Is this even my apartment? Bro, I was so lost. And then I called my mom. I was like, Mom, what do I do? And she didn't pick up. And I was like, bro, this is terrible. How am I supposed to live my life if I don't know how to do it?
True.
But yeah, okay. Now that we've checked in, now we're gonna jump into the topic of the day.
Yay!
Okay.
A little drum roll.
We're gonna
unscripted.
Unscripted moment. We're gonna go. We're not gonna crash, but
okay.
We're gonna. So we're gonna take a little deep dive today. Shout out to Kadrin and the deep dive team. Love you guys. I'm stealing his idea. Okay, topic of the day is deep dive. But before we get into that, the previous guest asked you a question.
Okay.
And you have to answer.
Ooh, this is fun.
So it's like
pass it on. I mean, I get to. Oh, does this mean I get to leave a question for the next person?
This is a brand new segment, so yes, each guest will leave a question for the next guest.
Oh my god, it's so fun.
Right. Here's a question for you.
Okay.
When was the last time that you felt so loved that you were brought to tears? From Paul.
Oh my goodness. I was so loved I was brought to tears?
Yes, when was the last time?
I don't know. I have a really good support group. I have a lot of people who genuinely just wish great things to happen, which is funny because it's usually a series of unfortunate events. So I got them hanging on the edge of their seat. Man, I'm gonna have to think about that one because
okay.
I mean, when I'm thinking tears, I'm thinking floodgates, full on, kind of snotty, ugly, just so overjoyed. Because I've cried, little tears of joy here and there, but so overwhelmed with love, man. I don't know. I think the biggest moment for me, and it's so corny, cheesy, because oh my gosh, we're in college, but it took so much to get here, and I decided to throw a big party for it. But once I got my acceptance letter here and I spread the word to my friends and family, it was just waves and waves of them crying for me, and so watching them overjoyed of me finally making my goal made me cry, because I was wait, I'm gonna cry, but why are you crying and we're crying and yeah. it was just like floods and floods of words of encouragement and like, you're gonna go so far and you got this, and yeah, like it was just such a, everything that I went through was so much, like, so worth it once I got that acceptance letter, because I had applied to so many colleges before. Like, I was fresh out of high school, I applied to, I think it was like 6, and I got nowhere, and then I applied to like a few schools in between, and I just didn't get, so that was like my first acceptance letter, and I was like, oh, I get it now. I get why people cry. I get why those little TikTok videos trend where they're like, oh my god, I get it. I get it now.
I get it.
Yeah, that was probably, I was such a little baby.
Little baby. I think I was talking about this up here. I did. Episode 1, season 2.
Okay.
I was talking about getting, well, the process of me picking my major and all that.
Yeah.
But just thinking about the person I was when I applied, and when I got in, and the person I am now.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't that long ago, like, the difference just in how I carry myself, and, like, I'm a totally different person. That is definitely baby me.
Oh, yeah. I think well, how old were you? Like 18, 19?
I think I was 19.
The jump from 17 to 18, 18 to 19, and 19 to 20, insane.
They don't tell you about that.
Yeah, yeah. And even then, just the transition from, like, fresh out of high school in going to your college is insane. And it's only a few months. Like, it's barely even a year. And you become so much more independent. You become so much more aware of, like, who you are and what you want to be in life. Everything just feels very surreal within those years.
Yeah.
And even though I wasn't, like, on a traditional campus, like, it was still a very formative couple of years. So you should be proud. You should be proud of the work that you put into yourself.
Yeah, same with you, Pookie. Yeah, I mean, I wish that was one thing that was more talked about. Just that transition, because, like, you know, you're 18, you're legal, and you're 19, you're like, whatever, you're 19.
You're adult-ish.
One more year, congratulations.
Yeah, it's like you're 18, you think you're an adult. You're 19, you're like, oh, wait, I am supposed to be an adult.
Right. And then, because then when you turn whatever age, there's this, like, pressure, like, oh, I have to act like it. Yeah. Like, even subconsciously, we still, like, oh, well, I'm 19, or, well, I'm 21, so let me, like, start acting like it.
Yep.
But the thing is, you have to learn how to be that age.
Right.
Which I had to remind myself when I turned 21. Like, on my birthday, I was like, bro, I'm 21. But, like, this next year is going to be, bro, I'm 21. Not just on this particular day does that make me a 21-year-old.
No. That's it now.
That's the rest of the year until 22.
Which, I turned 22 and was like, whoa, 22. What happens at 22? And then everyone's like, oh, it's your Taylor Swift year. And I'm like, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. So what else is there to look forward to?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I love life. You know, thank God I'm alive again. But, like, birthdays become so much, like, so mundane after a while. You're just like, okay, another year. Yeah. Whoop-de-doo.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Yeah.
I love birthdays, though. I love, like, going all out for my friends and things like that. Like, I think a lot of people, especially, like we just said, the older we get, the less exciting it is, because, like, when you're a kid, there's so many places you can go, there's so many things that you, like, candy and cake and party and games and friends and no, like, it's so, like, everything is so, I don't want to say overwhelming, but everything is so, like, exciting when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And then depending on what you like when you're an adult, because a lot of people are like, yeah, let's go out, let's party, let's do this, and I'm like, well, after a while that gets boring.
Yeah.
So then what do you do?
What am I do? I can't keep having freaking Mickey Mouse birthday parties for the rest of my life.
Sooner or later I'm gonna realize I'm a Disney adult, and then you have to cope with that. No, but I do like going all out and making my friends feel special, even if it's, like, just something specific to them.
Yeah.
But that does get really hard, like, now and then, because when you grow up and you're an adult, everyone's time is different.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's moving in different routes, so it's hard to plan those things.
Ooh, yeah. I know one of my friends, she is planning something for her 21st, and with her other friends and then our friend group, and we're all going to get together and do something. I'm excited, but I was just thinking about how much planning had to go into it, and how much we were like, okay, I'm free this day, I'm not free this day, oh, Sarah's not free that day, and I was just like, you know what? How about we do something next month?
Yeah, or throw some dates in there and see what hits.
Yeah, because then it's not the same when you have your little 4th and 5th grade friends, and you can all be like, well, ask Johnny's mom and ask Taylor's mom, I'm pretty sure we can make it work. And then it's just up to the adults from there. But adulting is its own beast, and I don't like it.
And it keeps evolving.
It's the gift that just keeps giving. I love it when I unlock a new, like, adult emotion, as I like to call it. Like that, the fear of what am I gonna do with my life? The fear of what am I doing with my life?
The typical existential crisis. We love it.
You know, I think I've had, like, a record of having one, like, once a week. Like, and then I lock back in. That's my favorite part, of just being able to be like, yeah, I had a total mental breakdown on Monday, but it's Tuesday. I'm fine now.
I feel you on that one. I call them little life highs, but it's like moments in life where everything stops and even the most overwhelming thing becomes less because you're just, like, in that moment. And oftentimes it's just me going outside. It's just me going outside and, like, feeling sun on my skin and being like, oh my gosh, never kill yourself. Life is good.
Oh my gosh, yes. Bro, the seasonal depression at the beginning of this semester was so real.
I thought it was an urban legend. I understand it now. The minute that the sun is not there, I'm like, oh, what am I feeling?
It is insane. Because at first it's like, man, I'm really sad. Why am I so sad and pathetic right now? What is wrong with me?
And you just have no idea why.
No clue. Just go about your day. You know, cars drive by you. You get splashed by some water. You're like, well, dang, that sucks. All right. And then the sun comes out the next day. You're like, wow.
Like, suddenly I'm like, man, I really want to frolic right now.
Right.
I really want to go.
Where's that flower field?
Yeah, where's the flowers?
Where's the flowers? I want to go skip. And I want somebody to... Anyway.
Nope.
Separate topics.
That's after hours.
Unscripted after hours.
Ooh. Wow, wow, wow.
I've been really trying. Anyway. Whoa. I cut it out, shoddy.
Cut the cameras.
Stop the show. But, no, yeah. That... Guys, we need to talk about this more. Because... I cannot get hit in the head with seasonal depression, and there needs to be a banner at, like, when you apply to a school with, like, it will rain some days and you will get sad. That's
Symptoms
okay.
include.
Yes, exactly. Because it would have been nice to have a warning instead of being, like, panicked, like, am I depressed?
Yeah. Because then you start questioning everything. You're like, wait, this is not who I am, but is it?
Like, are these my true colors? Like, it was really confusing for a hot minute.
And then the motivation out the window, and then you're just like, what? Nothing's worth anything ever.
And
it's like all of that happens in, like, the span of, like, 2 weeks. Sometimes even shorter than that.
Literally.
Sometimes, like, 4 days, and you're just like, oh. Yep.
that
happened.
No, yeah. I love that. We love it here.
Yeah.
It's so fun. I do have a question for you, actually.
Hit me.
Because we're about to dive deep. I don't know why I did that hand gesture. I'm so sorry. That was a little inappropriate.
I was gonna say, you're lucky you're not filming this right now because we're straddling. Y'all can't see the setup, but there's like benches for a piano, 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
Side by side, long style, and we're just straddling them like we're about to ride a horse, and then there's the mic right in between us, and we're just passionately staring into each other's eyes.
I'm kidding.
I've been feeling dry, baby.
Okay.
So this is actually not unscripted. This is Unscripted After Hours.
This is, you know what?
I wish we had a soundboard.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Okay, guys, make sure you donate to your local Unscripted podcast so that we can get a soundboard.
So we can get a little soundboard.
I would love a soundboard with like the Vine Bomb.
Yeah.
Sound. Yes, I would love that.
Like a bass drop.
Okay. We're gonna ease our way into the deeper things because I don't want to just jump right
Why
into
am I
it.
nervous? Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
If you could wake up with a new skill, any new skill, and you're just like great at it, what would it be?
Oh, I have so many. Playing like classical acoustic guitar.
Ooh.
Like to a T, like classically trained Cuban style acoustic guitar. I love acoustic guitar and I don't know what it is. My fingers cannot comprehend. I've tried to play guitar and I just can't do it. So probably that or being athletic. In my head, I'm an athlete. Out in the real world, girl, just give up. I've tried sports before, mediocre at best, but like I have the heart for it. I have the drive for it. I think I just don't have the limbs. The ankles can't keep up, wrists can't keep up, back breaking. But maybe if I could be athletic, I think I would be winning in life.
So guitar and athletic. I see.
Yeah. What about you?
Also guitar? Even though I play guitar?
You play guitar!
I'm aware.
And you're quite good at it. I like to hear you play.
Oh, well, that's sweet. But no, this is one thing that I cannot stand, but I also love about this school. We were sitting, like, in the foyer area of our cultural arts building.
Oh, yeah.
And this kid...
Hey, if you're listening, you're talented.
You're so freaking good, bro. Just started playing Neon by John Mayer. Like,
of course it's John Mayer.
And I was like, are y'all hearing this? And of course, no one else knows ball like this, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what? How is he just ripping this out right now? And it's so clean, and it's on like an electric, but it's not plugged up, obviously.
Yeah.
And I was losing it. I was losing my marbles. And everyone's looking at me like, are you good? Like,
just guitar players just have a different air to them than any other musician. Like they have an edge. They have a swagger is so corny, but they have a swagger to them that you're just like, God,
there's a certain presence, bro. Like they just walk up, like, and they'll have like the either on their backs or it's strapped around them, and they're just
or,
walking
hold
around.
it like a suitcase,
bro. Don't.
Yeah.
But it's insane, and that I want to be that good. I think
you could get there, honestly, though.
I tried.
I think with enough dedication, you will. Me and my hands, I've accepted we will never be guitar players, okay? And that's all right. There's so many other things I can do, Yeah, guitar players. Acoustic guitar always has a special place in my heart, though.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also just something about bass players that, like, I love any song, almost every song that I'm like, this scratches my brain in all the right ways, like all my favorite songs often have like a slapping bass line. Whoa, shocker. Yeah, I love a good bass in everything. But bass players are just so cool.
Yeah.
They're just so cool.
I thought about picking up a bass once, but then I'm gonna stick with my 6 strings. Thank you very much. Because what are you doing with 4? Freaking minimalist. Get out of my face.
Nonchalant. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
You ready for next question?
Yes.
All right, this one's a little loaded, and let me take a minute to like actually.
Oh, I thought you gave me that look, and I'm like, oh, is this scandalocious? Oh.
Girl, I cannot.
Welcome back to Unscripted After Hours.
After hours. Bro, we were in such a mood last night. Bro, we were making up songs left and right.
Dude,
it was the
so
best
fun.
thing ever. It was so fun.
I was on my way to work this morning, and I was like, shallow.
Yes, shallow. Bro. That's the only one I remember now.
There's a song about our friend Shalom. To the
Shout out
masses.
to Shalom.
I was gonna say shout out Shalom. Favorite song of the night was making a song to your name, dude.
You're so cool.
You are so cool. He's so cool.
Okay.
Next question.
What was a time in your life when advice you had received previously hit or it made sense?
Let that sink.
Okay, we're gonna let this
Like, you heard it before and you're like, this doesn't apply. And
Right.
then all of a sudden it hits.
And it could, like, years or months or even, like, a couple days could have gone by and you're like, oh, that part.
Don't make permanent decisions based off of temporary emotion.
Ooh.
And shout out Dad. Shout out Dad. Told me that when I was teeny bopper age, because, you know, my new interest was boys, right? And so he was like, okay, don't do anything stupid. Don't make permanent decisions based off of temporary emotions. And yeah, that didn't, it sounds really sad, but that didn't hit until the end of my very first relationship that I got into, because I realized that the reason I started that relationship wasn't because I was ready for one. It was because I was like, I want to prove something to anyone. And it's like, you should never do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm trying to prove something because I'm feeling like people have this conception that I can't date. So I'm going to do it. And I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
And everyone is going to be so shocked that I got a boyfriend and blah, 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 blah. And though I did end up, you know, loving him and falling in love and, like, enjoying the time with him, I should have known from the jump that maybe it probably wasn't going to end well because it didn't start that well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so after that advice, like, haunts me like a ghost because I think about it all the time. Like, if I'm ever upset or if I'm ever feeling, like, super instinctive, I guess, like, you're not really thinking, you're just wanting to do.
Yeah.
Stop that. Take a minute. Think about what you're going to do. Think about how it's going to impact you and the people around you, and then go from there. Because oftentimes than not, I don't want to speak for everyone else, but for me, girl, I be tripping. So sometimes I need to just be like, hey, girl, maybe not that.
Yeah.
Maybe a different way. But yeah.
That is good. Don't make permanent decisions off of
temporary emotion.
Oof. I'm pretty sure I was told that one too. Maybe it hasn't hit yet. Maybe. You'll never know.
Yeah.
Unless I talk about it. Man.
Find out next time.
Find out next time on okay.
After hours.
Bro. Don't get me started. I've had, like, so many. Even on my walk to school today, I was like, whoa. It wasn't necessarily, like, a lesson or, like, something I was told and then it, like, finally hit. It was more so of, like, I realized that I've been doing something self-consciously that, like, makes it my fault, not their fault type thing.
That's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Especially first thing in the morning. Jeez.
On my class was at 9:30 this morning.
Yeah.
So on my 9:05 walk, I was like, you tend to... No, I'll put myself on blast really quick. So, let's say...
Elaborate, please.
Let's say, as long as I'm doing whatever we're doing better than someone else, then I'm doing enough. So if I view, let's say, in my drawing class, as long as my drawing is better than one person in there, in my eyes or whatever, then I'm doing okay. Which leads me into, I compare myself a lot to
I was going to say,
people.
that is very, very belittling to yourself, because it means that your standards are just going to keep comparing yourself to everyone around you, and then you're going to have these standards like you need to be better than everyone.
Yeah.
You know?
I know now. I mean, like, when I tell you it was so subconscious and so, like, in the back of my brain, like,
Yeah.
I did not realize it literally until this morning. I was like, you actually have to stop that. Because in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not comparing myself. But that literally is the definition of comparing myself.
Yeah, because it's going to get to a point where nothing you do is ever going to be good enough unless there's someone that you can outdo.
Right.
What's going to happen when there's no more competition?
Right. And so I just had to come to the conclusion that you're good enough.
Yeah.
Which is, it seems so simple and matter of fact, but, like, bro,
You are enough.
At
any level that you are at in any aspect of your life, you are enough.
You are enough.
Yeah, you should never, girl. I just want to give your brain a hug sometimes.
Bro, you know I stay overthinking. Like I said, it's one of those things that you can get told over and over and over again, but until you realize, like, you gotta clock yourself sometimes and be like, no, you're literally doing that. I don't even think it was me this morning. I think it was just, like, the Holy Spirit being like, hey, girl, so you need to stop this.
Yeah.
Because this has been a really good semester for me as a photographer. Rising.
And seeing your the beginning of the semester and where you're at now, like, yo, her photos are beautiful. Like, you capture such good moments because she does a lot of, like, what would you consider lifestyle photography?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, like, just, different events on campus, like, just us hanging out, and, like, they're so wholesome, and you can, like, almost hear what's going on in the photo. It's lovely.
Aww,
I love seeing them.
that's so beautiful.
I'm first on the list when you have a photo book. It will be a conversation starter in my home.
Yes. But no, getting into that has really helped me to realize, like, no, you are a good artist. And not in, like, a cocky way, but not to toot my own horn or anything. But sometimes it does help, especially if you're in a season of struggling. Cheer yourself on a little bit. Like, it doesn't hurt. I mean, I know for me, like, I do be putting myself down a lot.
Yeah.
But this is another thing. You can do something with really good intention. So for me, my belittling is get it. My bad. But my belittling, in my eyes, it's me trying to be humble. So there's good intention, poor execution.
Yeah.
Terrible execution.
It gets to a point where in your mind you're like, I'm being humble. You're not. You're tearing yourself down to a point where you feel like there's no value, and that's not being humble.
Right.
That's just being mean. That's just being mean. Don't do that.
Guys, be nice to yourself. You'll be a lot happier.
But it is such a line to teeter on, because, like we just said, get a little cocky, get a little confident. But some people might take that to the extreme, and it gets to a point where if you keep telling yourself that, now we're gonna go, I'm contradicting myself, but, like, it gets to a point where if you start telling yourself this is enough, then you're going to set the bar so low for yourself that you're not going to push yourself anywhere.
Exactly.
And you don't ever want that either, because you're going to be stagnant in life. So you kind of have to push yourself enough and think, like, have set expectations set a little bit higher for yourself, so you always have somewhere to work towards.
Yeah.
Right, but you don't want to make it to a point where you're competing against everyone. If anything, it's better if you compete against yourself to an extent. Yeah, I don't know how to... I wish there was, like, a mathematical equation for the right amount of being proud of what you do, but also questioning what you do and seeing how you can make it better, and also being content with what you got. So, chat, if anybody out there knows the recipe, slide it our way.
Right. I think one thing that you were on it was on the tip of your tongue was balance.
Balance. That's the word.
That will guys, I cannot stress enough the important, like, even in, like, at any stage of life, but, like, mostly being in college, the importance of balance drives me crazy. There are so many different aspects of your life that is just, like, growing and changing at this time, and seriously having a balance in every way is so important to keep you centered on who you are, what you're working towards, and where, that's the same thing. I was going to say where you want to be, but that's basically the same thing as where you're working towards.
I mean, where you want to be is less something you're working towards and more, I would take that more spiritually, honestly. Like, how comfortable are you with yourself? Like your inner...
Yeah.
Inner feng shui. Y'all can't see the movement, but I'm waving my hands in the air, like your inner peace.
Yeah.
Where are you wanting to be with that? That's how I would take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So those that I said. But no, yeah. And one thing that I also want to point out is that it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to come immediately.
Because low-key, if it did, life would be really boring.
Bro, we would be so bored if we didn't, if everything was just boom, boom, bam. I get it. This life thing is so easy. You would get so bored if you didn't have any trials and tribulations.
True.
But yeah, it's not going to be easy because you're trying to manage your work life. You're trying to manage your education life. You're trying to... manage your friendships. Bro, don't get me started on managing friendships in college.
Oh yeah.
Because there's an expectation for everyone. At this point of your life, you should be able to manage at least one friendship well. And I am learning that some people just aren't there, and that is okay because we're all doing this for the first time. And some people may be thriving in the friendship balancing, and then some people may be thriving in the education balancing and may not have as many friends, or some people may be thriving in work and have a really good job and might not be doing so well grade-wise. So because it's so much to juggle, but it's also so much to juggle by yourself, and not everyone is going to be on the same level as you, basically.
Yeah.
Bunch of words to say that one thing, but yeah.
Man.
I wish more people my age, or people at the age that I will be eventually, were having more conversations like this, because it would have been a little nice to have a view inside other people's experiences.
Yeah.
Because that's how I felt well, I'm not there yet, but I was surrounded by a lot of family members who had great marriages. Phenomenal marriages. They had some really good stuff to say about dating and, all that. And love. But I'm just not in a place to apply that yet. But it's nice to have an example to kind of lean back on when you do eventually get to that place.
It's like a little toolkit,
Yeah.
You might not need every single tool in the toolkit, but it's there.
It's there.
So that way, one day when you do, it's there.
And you may not remember it until you get there.
Until you get there and you're like, oh my gosh,
that
the tape measure. Wait, could be kind of dirty. Welcome back
to Unscripted After Hours. No, yeah. It's good to have examples in your life. Which, maybe it's just me, because I'm only child. Well, household only child. I do have a sister. But as I was household only child, I didn't have a lot of, example. My mom was my example, but, she's at a totally different stage in life than me. I love it when parents give us advice from their experiences.
Yes.
At our age, but then there's this hovering wall. It's not the 80s anymore. It's not the 90s
different times,
anymore.
Different
These
times.
are different times. But, even still, sometimes there are underlying messages that are actually applicable to the 21st century. Even though we're not in the 1900s anymore.
Well.
But I think it's important to not brush those things off. I say that, well, I'm such a hypocrite. I just want to go ahead and say that. I'm just go ahead and let you know. It's easy to just be like, mom, or dad, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You didn't have a cell phone until you were in your 30s. Don't talk to me.
You don't understand.
You don't understand. And, you know, that's real, and I feel that, and I've been there. But do listen sometimes. Like, I guess. Like, don't totally dismiss it.
Yeah.
That's my main takeaway from that. But we're going to move on to a different question. Because I don't even remember what that question was.
I was going to say, we've had so many side tangents at this point.
No. This is going to be the last one, I promise.
Maybe.
I'm going to mix some of these. What... Give me a second.
Hold, please.
Holding. What is something that was, like, super important when you were a kid with your friendships that isn't really, like...
That big of a deal
now, or something that was super important in your friendships when you were a kid that are, like, still prominent. Very key. Yeah.
Okay, I think one thing that I've always looked for in a friend is someone who pushes me to do better. Every person that I have around me usually is very ambitious, like, wants more from life. Everyone that I usually associate myself with is like that, and it's always been that way, where we're just always wanting to be involved, and there's a little bit of something that they're into. I've never had friends that were, like, not excited about, like, they didn't have passions, they didn't have hobbies, they didn't have anything, they were just kind of there.
Yeah.
So I guess that's, I mean, it's not that deep, but I guess I just like hanging around cool people, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then one thing that I clung when I was younger, that I would cling to in friendships, was availability. I didn't think that someone was my friend if I didn't see them, like, every other day. And obviously that's such a naive, sounds maybe not it, but it was a very, very juvenile way to think.
That's a big word for him.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's when you're in a public school system, your friends are the people that you see in class or whatever, and so in your brain you're like, yeah, unless I see them very regularly, they are not my friend. And that's such a silly way to think, because I've got plenty of friends that I probably won't see, like, 2-3 years in between, don't hear from, and the minute that we reconnect, it's like nothing changed, like time didn't skip at all. And yeah, there's so much more in connection that doesn't need to be based off of proximity.
Yeah.
There's so much more, because especially when you get older, like everybody's doing their own thing, and everyone moves to chase their dreams, and, you know, so you can't just expect that you're going to see the people that you want to see when you want to see them. It might not never, but there's people that I see every day that I'm like, well, I don't trust you, or I'm not as connected to you as the people that I see once every 2 to 3 years, you know? But that doesn't necessarily mean that I value their friendship any less. Like, I've learned to accept that not every friend is going to want to or have to know everything about you, and that's okay. I guess that's another thing that I looked into as when I was a kid, is that every friend that I had needed to be my best friend. Like, best friend was such a big title for me, that they needed to know everything, how I feel, everything about my life, and if they didn't, then they're not really my friend, which is, again, juvenile, because sometimes that's not why people are placed in your life. Like, sometimes there's friends that can comfort you, and then there's friends that might not be able to comfort you that well, but they can, you know, support you still. That's, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know, the words are hard. But Yeah, like, it's, I don't want it to sound like, oh, friends are situational, because they're not. But not every friend that you connect with needs to have this, like, super deep connection. Like, there's lovely people that hardly know anything about, like, how I grew up or anything like that, and that doesn't make me feel any less connected to them than the people that have known my whole life story, you know?
I get it. Like, especially coming here, I have the friends who know a little too much. And then I have new friends who may not know as much, but that doesn't change, like you were saying, the connection. So I get that.
Yeah.
Retweet. I feel that. My answer is definitely going to be juvenile. I'm just going to let you know. When I was a kid, I would somehow always gravitate to the funny ones. The little goofballs in class.
Because they be making life more entertaining.
Yes. And it's so funny because I was always considered like the teacher's pet or like whatever. But I would not hesitate to fall out laughing at those jokers because it was so funny. It was like, look at them not taking their education seriously. I always end up surrounding myself with people who are okay with not taking life so seriously. Who like to laugh, who like to laugh and like to make other people laugh. I think that if in the first few like interactions, if we're not hee and hawing,
I don't want it.
I want to
find another friend.
We'll find another one.
Someone who's not funny, I guess.
So that's always gonna be like a huge thing for me. Smiling too is another thing. Like, oh, this person's comfortable smiling.
This is true. Along. We are in an epidemic of people who don't smile anymore, and they're like, "Oh, my smile's ugly." That's the point. It's so charming when your toothy little grin peeks out. People need to smile more.
Please, bro.
Show them teeth. We want to see them. You can't. Welcome back.
Welcome back
to Unscripted After Hours.
That and something that I've got to say, I don't really remember being a kid. Because, like...
It was, like, low-key really long ago.
And it still feels, like, still ongoing. Like,
you're still a kid.
I'm still a kid. I will never grow up.
Yeah.
Which I think I get that from my mom. Guys, my mom...
Kid at heart.
She is a big child. And sometimes I feel like I have to parent her. Who's parenting who right now?
See, I'm the opposite. I felt like I was 87 since I came out the womb. I'm like, I'm tired. I want to sit in my little rocking chair with my tea and listen to my little jazz records. And everyone leave me alone. I feel old and decrepit.
Oh. No.
Maybe that's why we get along. They say opposites attract.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh. Welcome back. No, words cannot express how much I value our friendship. So.
Shut up, crying. No, genuinely, I was terrified because a lot of the people that I have, like all my friends back at home, we've just known forever because I've lived in the same city my whole life.
Know me.
So I was genuinely, in my big age, terrified to meet new people. And then I met you. I met you, and I met so many others, and you were just so warm and accepting and inviting, and and your heart is gold, and you make me giggle.
Stop. No, little peek. I need to stop with the hand gestures. A little, peek into how we met was basically we were at Convocation, which is like a big event that they hold for like all the incoming students, and it's a whole thing, and it's a lot of people.
It is.
And
all wearing teal, by the way.
Right, which was interesting.
Strange.
Like, am I in the ocean? What is happening? But yeah, it's this huge event, and a lot of people talk and yap, and you're like, okay, yes, good. We were at this school. Awesome.
Yippee.
We were just sitting beside each other. Out of some random, like, coincidence.
Out of the life lottery.
And I remember being so nosy because you were on your phone. When I first sat down, I was like, what's she doing? I was like, oh, shoot, look at her screensaver. And I don't know, I can't explain it, but it was just a feeling like I have to talk to this girl.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I think for me, I was like, I am here to meet new people. I'm here to experience new life things. Let me put myself out there. Oh, when I tell you, I was struggling through it the whole time. Every time there was, like, some quiet, I was like, I should say something. Gosh, what do I say? Oh, she's going to hate me. No. Oh, the moment I open my mouth, she's going to be like, girl, what? And then walk away.
I literally was like, well, everyone that was speaking to me was speaking commercially. Like, they were like, hi, welcome. Like, here's your section, and here's your little rally bag, and we're going to have so much fun. Are you having so much fun? And I'm like, yes. Where are the real people? And then you were like, hey, how are you? And I said, whoa, she doesn't sound scripted. Oh, title reference. Yeah, and just the way you spoke was very organic. So I was like, oh my gosh, finally, like someone who is genuine and like actually, like instead of saying, hi, how are you? It's not a automated thing. It's you genuinely waiting. Yeah.
Hello,
welcome.
Welcome to UNT.
Rah, college.
Beep, boop, boop, bop. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really nice. And it but I don't know, there was just a special connection between you and I, and I'm glad we played into it.
I'm glad that it wasn't one of those things, like, it was very mutual that we kept in contact after that. And I'm very, very thankful for that, because there was just something about, I mean, like, we got into the nitty-gritty, like, at the beginning of all that.
One thing about me, I'm a D1 yapper, okay? Filters, don't know them.
What's that?
Lines definitely crossed, but it's okay. 9 times out of 10, if it's too far, people are like, what are you doing? I don't know, I love talking. I love getting to know people and, like, seeing people's, like, different views on life and how it compares to mine. I never get tired of it.
That's a good perspective about. Yeah, you're really good for that.
I think my favorite thing ever is when people go on side tangents and then they're like, what were we even talking about originally? And I'm like, I don't know, but that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, you just have such good energy when it comes to people, and there's not a moment where I feel like you don't care. I adore you. I adore your personality. You're everyone's biggest cheerleader, and
I love, honestly, living. I love being, like, just that.
I'm just happy to be here.
No, genuinely. I don't know. I love being somebody's person. Someone. Yeah. Whether I'm, like, your supporter, I'm someone you can be calm with, someone you can be hyper with, someone you can be sad with, someone you can be stressed out with. I like just being useful in a sense of friendship. I might not be able to, like, be skillful with anything, but I would like to know that my presence is worth something for people.
I know, like, any time that you've given me advice on, like, something that I've been going through or whatever, you'll be like, I don't know if that's helpful, but...
I really don't. I've been taking shots in the dark, and I'm like, I really hope I'm not making this worse, but... Yeah.
No, I love that. Okay.
This was so good.
This was good. I've enjoyed this, bro. I haven't done a deep dive up here in a hot minute. I'm telling you, I'm so unserious up here.
I'll do it anytime. Anytime, any day.
You're so coming back. But do you have any questions for the next guest?
Oh, yes. I don't know. Paul's was kind of a banger. Shout out Paul.
Shout out Paul.
That's my boy. Paul, if you're out there, I love you, bro. I'm debating if I should keep the question deep or if I should do something like wacky. Yeah. Okay. You walk into your room. Okay. You walk into your room. There's a seagull in there. Okay. You shoo the seagull out. You come into your kitchen. There's 2 seagulls. Okay. You shoo them out. You walk into your bathroom. There's 5. How many seagulls would it take in your home for you to think someone is purposely planting them there?
XOXO. Rienne.
XOXO. And then we're going to make the next question about love because I love love. Could talk about it forever. Genuinely. If you could personify love, what kind of characteristics would you give them? You know, what would love look like? What would love smell like? What would love do? What would love say? I have a feeling you're gonna go with that one.
I do like the seagull question. I feel like I would find a bird in my house at some point.
I think it would take a while before I'm like, okay,
what's going on?
Put it in there. I think genuinely, I would probably start questioning it after like 7.
7? It would take you 7 seagulls?
Yeah. Well, because I'm from Florida, so we, on a hot summer day, them windows are open and seagulls are running rampant. So I've had a seagull in my home before. So
right, I forget. You're not from around these parts.
Right.
Okay, so that doesn't happen often. But it would take me 3.
3?
3, and I'm like, all
okay.
right, now wrap it up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of wrap-ups.
Thank you, Rienne, so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I truly enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Unscripted.
Woo!
I need to stop saying it like that. That's actually kind of annoying.
Wait. Unscripted.
After hours. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that we will see you again in the next episode. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, morning, or night, and we will catch you later. Stay unscripted.